Now that we have learned the rules of temple architecture, tell me, what order is the Temple of Aphaia? Doric or Ionic? Doric. Do you see it? So the columns do not have a fancy base. They sit directly on the stylobate. And then they come up in a very non-sculptural capital. And then look at that, triglyphs and metopes. Oh, okay. Cool. What's missing? The pediment and any kind of sculptural elements that would have been inside the pediment. Those are all gone. Before I move to our next slide, though, I do want to say that, and this is a good one for it. The columns are textured. The texture is called fluting. So when you see these kinds of ridges on a column shaft, that is called fluting. Now, some columns will be fluted and some columns will be smooth or just no ridges on them. The Temple of Aphaia has fluted columns. You see that? There's the fluting there. Now, why the fluting? Well, artists and art historians and architects suppose that creating this texture on the column itself, it gave a variation of light and shadow that in the blazing hot Greek sun, it would have created more visual interest on these columns if they were not smooth columns. That also is the argument for, or not argument, that is also why they were painted on the exterior. Here we are back at the image showing you the painted architectural elements. And, oh, I've given you the vocabulary term for pediment. Pediment, triangular space over the entablature of a Greek temple. So that is the pediment. And the reason I put this one up is because I was saying about the sun in the Greek sky. It's bright, it's hot, and so painting these figures would have helped to differentiate and create some visual interest in the building. If they were all just white marble, it would just be this blazing block of white light. So the fluting helps to create some visual interest and change. And then the architecture itself would have been painted. See how the triglyphs and metopes, different colors? Beautiful, right? Our next video is going to be about the sculptures that were originally inside of the pediments at the Temple of Aphaia.